Hello YouTube, Michael here. Like I said, I'm doing my update videos for my 7th generation stuff because I've picked up enough games to do an update video. I usually try to do update videos when I get 10 or more games for each of my platforms. So this is my PS3. This is my 7th video, my 4th update video, I believe. So when I start doing my new videos, I'll probably try to condense this stuff into at least one or two instead of having all of these. I might call my channel something different too, but I'll keep it under the same subscription and stuff. But anyway, I've picked up some new games. I wanted to show them off. Now, like I said in all my videos, not all these games are rare. These are just my pickups. Some of these are rare. I'll tell you which ones, which I think are rare, or I think will come collectible down the road. But I just like to show the new pickups that I get every time. So, starting off, I got the Bioshock Infinite Complete Edition. I think it's really cool. I've always enjoyed the Bioshock games, and this has all the DLC on the disc, which is pretty cool. It works like the Bioshock Ultimate Rapture Edition, if anyone has that, or like the Borderlands Game of the Year editions, where you have to download it onto your system from the disc. But I think it's really cool to have all the DLC on disc. Actually, I had to buy this one new. I paid $15 for it, which I thought was a decent price for it. But I think this will become a little collectible down the road, just because to have all the DLC on the disc and stuff, I think it's really important as a physical game collector. And once that DLC isn't available, or people delete it from their hard drive and stuff, it might be gone forever. So to be able to have it on disc, I think is really cool. And I've actually never seen it used. I've seen it new, and it came out $40 new, I think about 8 months ago. So it's a pretty recent release from what I remember seeing at game stores. So just keep an eye out for that one. I think it's definitely a worthwhile pickup if you can pick it up between 10 and 15 bucks. I also picked up this game called Eternal Sonata. It's a action RPG, kind of in the same vein as Tales or Star Ocean. It's got a really cool combat system. I beat this game. It's got a weird story. This guy up here is Frederick Chopin, and it's a musical themed RPG. You have different attacks based on the shading, like light and dark and stuff. If you go in the shadows, you have different attacks. I think it's a good game. This originally came out on the 360 as a 360 RPG exclusive, actually, for the 360, which was really strange. And we actually got the PlayStation 3, got the better iteration. And if you're into achievements and stuff, you want to get the 360 version, which I believe is 2 discs, and this is just one, and this doesn't support trophies or anything. So if you're into trophies, just keep in mind that this doesn't support trophies. But it's I find this at video game stores pretty often, but I don't think it's common. I think it's just one of those games that people beat and return, and that's why you see it. I don't see it as much anymore. Just like I used to see Command and Conquer 3 at every game store, I used to see this as well, kind of the same rarity. And I think this will become a little more rare down the road. I don't think it'll reach anything crazy, but I definitely think it'll keep its value. It's kept at around the $20 range for a while, so it's held its value. Seeing that it doesn't support trophies, you know it's an older game, so it's I think since it's held its value, that it's definitely a rare game. This next game I'm going to show, I've hemmed and hawed about for a while, seeing it at game stores, and it's always been about $20. I'm like, man, I really want to get this game for less than $20. I picked this up at a buy two get one free, so I picked it up for around like $10 when you get around to the price of all the games that I bought, and that's Hot Shots Golf Out of Bounds. Sorry, and if you know anything about the Hot Shots games, like, I'm not into sports games, but for some reason I really enjoy the Hot Shots golf games. They're kind of like they're kid-friendly golf games if you like Tiger Woods and stuff. But I think the golfing mechanics are really fun in this. And again, this doesn't support trophies, so you know it's an older game. I do think this is a rare game. And again, it's not going to become super expensive, but not all rare games become expensive, and not all expensive games are rare. Just remember that the collectability of things is based on supply and demand. And if there are 3 million people that want a game, that even though there are 2 million games out, which is a lot of copies of a game, it's still gonna up that price. So this is dated about $20 for, I forget when this came out. Let's see if I can see. Came out in 2008, so it's almost, it's like 8 years old. It's a pretty old game. So, and it's stated at around, I think you can find this online for $10. I would suggest picking this up for $10. If you're not into sports games, you don't like sports games in your collection, maybe you don't want it. But I like to have a couple of sports games in my collection. So, and this is going to be one of the rare ones. Another game I picked up recently is Katamari Forever. And again, this is another game that I've hemmed and hawed about for a while. It's always stayed around the $20 mark. And I got this in a buy two, get one free as well. And this particular iteration of Katamari was only on PlayStation, but if you played one Katamari game, you've played them all. And a really strange game with a really strange premise. You roll up a ball into giant-sized objects that become stars in the sky for this king thing down here. Really strange game, but if you enjoy quirky games, and again, this was a game I used to see, and I actually haven't seen it at a GameStop for like 4 or 5 months. And I'm like, man, I really wish I would have picked up the Katamari Forever now. Once I saw it complete again, I picked it up. And I'm glad I picked it up. But I put about $10 into this. Katamari games usually keep a price of around $20, throughout the years. So I don't expect this game to go up anymore. But it's going to hold its value pretty well. And again, this isn't a game that supports trophies. So it's an older game, and it's held its value pretty well. Next game I picked up isn't particularly rare at all, and that's Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. And I actually had a lot of fun with this game. I've played and I beat it, and they just reduced the price of this at GameStop to $10. And the reason I picked up this particular version of it was because this one it was complete and had the soundtrack with it. And I know this one says it's like a Walmart soundtrack, so I'm not sure if like Amazon or GameStop have soundtracks with theirs as well. But this is the only time I saw the double case when I opened it. I was like, wow, I think it says it comes with the soundtrack. I asked the GameStop employee, and it came with the soundtrack. That's why I bought it. What's weird is that for the PS3, it was $15, just went down to $10. For the 360, it's $5. And the 360 one has a soundtrack version as well. So if you're into 360 collecting, I don't know why it's any cheaper for the 360, but it is. Next game I'm going to show. I'm not sure if I showed this one before. I think I might show this one in my last video. It's Mugen Souls Z. It's a newer release game. It's an RPG. It's I do believe it's a sequel to Mugen Souls, not just like a better iteration of it. But let me know below, because I haven't played it. I usually wait on the NIS games to play and wait until I'm really bored, because I either love them or hate them type thing. So, but like I said, I'm not sure if I showed that one. And next game I'm showing is called Naughty Bear Gold Edition. They have a regular version and the Gold Edition. The Gold Edition has extra content on it. It is the superior version in my mind, and I don't see this game that often anymore. So, and the premise of it is you're a teddy bear and you go around killing other teddy bears. Really strange game. It's only rated T for teen. I thought there was blood and gore in this, but I could be wrong. It's been some years since I played it last, and I played just the regular Naughty Bear. And I thought it was a really strange game, but I thought it was kind of fun. So I think this game will be a little rare down the road. I don't think, and it wasn't expensive. I think it was like $6 or $8, something like that. So keep an eye out for that one. This next game I've actually never seen before, and this one's called Port Royale 3 Gold Edition. Now, I've seen Port Royale 3. I have never seen the Port Royale 3 Gold Edition, and what this has, it has all the DLC on it. And if you know me, I'm always about physical versions of games, and having the physical version of a game with all the DLC is really important, just because in the future you might not be able to find it. Now, this game was $10. It's actually the same price as the regular Port Royale 3, I think. I don't know if they've lowered the original version, but this is the only copy of this game that I've seen. I've never even seen it new. I've actually picked this up. I actually picked this up used, and when I saw it, to to warn you guys, this game isn't very good. So this is merely a collector's piece, but it's a really, I think it's a really rare game. I don't think it's going to become expensive, but it's definitely really rare, in my opinion. This next game I bought at the same time I bought Port Royale 3, actually, and that's the Prince of Persia Trilogy, and it has all the PS2 and all the sixth generation Prince of Persia's on it, which is Sands of Time, Warrior Within, and what does that say? The Two Thrones. Now, I bought this for $15 used at GameStop. And when I looked it up, it's actually, from what I saw, it's around like a $25 to $30 game. So if you can find this game, GameStop sells it for less than what I think it's worth. And if you like the Prince of Persia games, people either love them or hate them. If you like them, I definitely think the Sands of Time trilogy was the best Prince of Persia games. So keep an eye out for this one, and I like a lot of the other collections for PS3. Some of those I think will be kind of rare, and this isn't. Well, this is probably another one that will become rare down the road, and I think people like. I think this supports trophies and stuff. It does, and if you're into trophies and you like the old games, it's important to some people. All right. And the next game I'm going to show, I actually picked this up at GameStop as well. And as you can see, I have 2 copies of this game. This one is sealed. I don't think you can see it very well, but it is sealed. I bought that one from a vintage game store, and I bought this one from GameStop. And this one was $15. If you go online and try to find the US version of Under Defeat HD, it's really hard to find, even on eBay and Amazon and stuff. I do believe Amazon has new copies of this game for around $50 or $60, and I think that's about the going rate for it. An open one goes between $30, sometimes $40, depending on it. But if you do get the game, make sure you get the CD soundtrack that comes with it. So, and that's what the deluxe means in the deluxe edition. But it was really strange. GameStop had a bunch of these online actually for a while, and I tried to order like 4 or 5 of them, and they told me that they sold out after I like paid for it and everything. So I was trying to pick up as many copies of this game as possible because I actually think this game will become rare and expensive down the road. I think this will hit $60, $80, maybe even $100 at some point. So because it's if you know anything about Rising Star games, they do a lot of shmups. This is about the only shmup there is for PlayStation 3, and it's a good one. And it's got a deluxe, kind of a special edition to it. Definitely collectible. So keep an eye out for this one, collectors. I know I've mentioned this, but I do believe this will be one of the top 5 to 10 rarest games there is for the PlayStation 3, in my opinion. And the last game I picked up isn't anything exciting, but I couldn't turn it down. It's this isn't rare, this isn't expensive, but Metal Gear Solid 4. I already owned a copy, but I have the limited edition, and I want to keep the original game and stuff in the limited edition. So I bought an extra copy because this one was 90 cents. Well, it was $1, but it cost me 90 cents with my power-up card. So it's, I don't know, I definitely think it's worth $1. If you don't own this game, you should own it for $1. Buy it at GameStop, man. But that's my update video for my PlayStation 3 stuff. I know I haven't picked up a ton of stuff for PlayStation 3, but I definitely have picked up more games from my Wii 360, and I'll be doing videos of those right after this one. So thanks for watching, guys, and join me on my other update videos. I'll see you later.